This is a request stream. We're doing the Bcrawl fork of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are going to be doing a crawl cosplay challenge, which is something I haven't done in a while. I'll just move this little guy over here. So the deal is that I get to play a human or a halfling, and I have to play a gladiator with a quarterstaff or a hunter with a sling, and I have to go for Gozag. The conducts are that I can only train staves, slings, and fighting as far as weapon skills go, so I cannot train any other weapons. For armor, I'm not allowed to use a shield, but amulets of reflection are okay. Only can cast one spell ever. So that'll be interesting. Particularly since, well, Assassin's Creed will get that by default, basically. Since we're going Gozag, I'll just save that up. And I have to get the golden rune. So it's pretty straightforward, although it does mean that I am going to have to, I'm going to have to go to Tomb, which is going to be very interesting with the restriction on magic. I have a suspicion we're just going to probably abuse, bribe to make that happen, but, you know, you may see me go totally crazy and go pick up Necromutation as my only spell, just to make things really simple. In any event, kind of trying to tackle this challenge intelligently, so we can't use a shield, so normally I would be inclined to go sling, but the fact that I won't have a shield kind of makes me just want to start out as a human gladiator instead of a halfling. Probably the strongest character to get the thing off the ground for sure would be the HuGl, the halfling hunter. But I have a suspicion that the... well, hold on. Let's just refresh my memory about aptitudes here. So yeah, slings 4 is pretty outrageous, but, you know, unfortunately there's no two-handed slings, you know, so it'd be a real waste for me to be using a one-handed weapon. Whereas the quarterstaffs, you know, Lajatangs are two-handed, so it is worth it. We have to use a staff or a sling, so the staff really does make more sense. Also, ammunition is an issue due to the fact that I'm worshiping Gozag. I'm not allowed to go worship something else. You probably would think, okay, well, you're not going to run out of stones, which is probably true in the late game, but I will run out of bullets, and I'd rather be doing maximum damage, you know. So let's just keep things really, really simple. Let's see, halflings have a -2 staves aptitude, so you know what, we are going to go... I have it written wrong in the Twitch, the Twitch description, so let me fix this, because I did have my choice, and I was originally going to go for halfling hunter, so we're going to go HuGl. So, in case it's not obvious, by cosplay challenge, we're actually cosplaying as Joseph, this guy, who has a staff and a sling. Indiscriminate species, not really sure if he's a halfling or a human, so these challenges kind of hope to get you to try to emulate a particular unique in the game, usually. Not sure why Gozag was the pick, but I guess I'll take it. Okay, we found a ring mail immediately. I will take that, even if it's cursed, that is fine. Playing Bcrawl, so I can't wear things off the ground. I'm only training fighting, which is fine. I have to remember I'm only allowed to train fighting and staves when it comes to combat stuff, so no other weapon skills. And unfortunately, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that unarmed combat counts for that. I'd have to talk to the cosplay people to be sure, but the spirit of the challenge, I'm sure, is probably that we wouldn't. So we'll go with that. Really unfortunate first monster to find. Maybe I'll get lucky and find Punk. Where's the hat? We'll find the hat one day. But yeah, hold on a second. Let me do something on another screen here. I'm organizing my other monitor because I wasn't able to see the chat and my notes on the challenge at the same time. Okay, there we go. But yeah, this is probably one of the worst D1 monsters you could find outside of something that's truly disgusting, you know, like a gnoll or something. I don't like to find geckos first because they're faster than me, so I have to win the combat. I'm very likely to win, and I did on this start, but yeah, geckos are faster than you, and therefore can be very, very dangerous. I've been auto-exploring a bit, which is definitely the wrong thing to do if you're trying to play optimally, but Human Gladiator is a pretty strong start, I have to say. Cockroaches are also faster than you, but less scary. Let's wear the chainmail. It is cursed, that's fine. With 9 AC, we're going to be taking an awful lot less damage from things that I would ordinarily be scared of. Hello, Scroll of Identify. Immediately use that, and it's enchant armor. I think we can live without that. Okay, we're level 2. I've just been training fighting. Actually, I've broken my rule. I'm supposed to train stealth to 2. It's been a little while since I've played DCSS. I almost forgot what I usually do. I like to train stealth to 2 because I like to... that is the break point where orc priests have a 50% chance not to see you when you're in leather. Early stat form. Well, that's... we wouldn't be doing that anyway because I don't think I'm allowed to train unarmed combat. I'm enchained. That's true, I am enchained now. But it still brings it up to a reasonable level, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it like 20, 30%? I haven't checked the chart that you made anytime recently, doesn't he? But okay, we're going to go for strength. Probably not going to be much of a caster today. There's a sling. I'll pick it up, but I'm not going to use it. We found a lot of identify scrolls, like a lot. Very, very generous in terms of the loot right now. So we have Identify, we have Enchant Armor, Heal Wounds, Flight, Cancellation. Now, Flight and Cancellation are not that useful right now, although Cancel could be. The Heal Wounds is amazing, though. Minus 150 stealth penalty from Chain. That's more than I thought. Wow, you're right, it might be a waste for me to be training stealth, although... Versus minus 10 from leather. That is way more than I thought. Wow, okay. Well, in that case, the stealth is wasted experience, and I should have just continued 9 ranks to make up that difference. Well, those 2 levels of experience probably wasn't anything really, because I have +2 aptitude, you know? Oh boy, this is a D2 Halberd Gnoll. What's up, buddy? We don't really want to fight the D2 Halberd Gnoll. I want to pick up this dagger, but I don't want to get owned here. Bcrawl might teleport me, but fortunately it doesn't. Jessica, okay, go back up. No Bcrawl teleports. She can pain me, she can slow me. This is actually really dangerous, but I have a heal wound, so I'm just going to beat her up, and it went just fine. Take a look down here. There's another pack of gnolls. Bcrawl's not messing around today, and unfortunately there is a staircase that leads right here. I went down this one because I was kind of hoping that these guys would go off to the left, and that's exactly what happened. We managed to pull exactly 1 gnoll, so as long as Bcrawl doesn't teleport me, which it didn't, we can take them one at a time. If I can get lucky again, and I didn't, well, I sort of did. There's a guy with a flail, unfortunately. Bring mail is 32, scale mail is 66. Yeah, I didn't realize that Chain had such a massive jump in penalty. Played as 216, oh god. Anyway, base damage of a flail is 10, and he has a base damage of 9, so 19 minus 2 is 17 damage is what he can do to me per turn, so you know what? I really should train some staves since we know we're going to do it, and I need to get my attack speed below 1. This is exceptionally dangerous, me standing next to that guy. Hey, Quad 9s. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? No, we've gotten pretty lucky here with no teleports, although I think the chance is really low anyway. I generally play Bcrawl with almost no attention paid to the teleport thing, except in very particular locations, because it's so rare and the benefit from stair dancing is so big. I'm picking up arrows because it says that I'm only allowed to train stave slings in fighting. It says nothing about using them. So if I do find, if I happen to find a really good bow, I might use it untrained for a little bit. Do we have remove curse? Not necessarily. Likewise, if I find like a venom dagger or something, we could potentially use that. Okay. We're probably okay to fight this, but boy, I'm a little too scared, so we're going to use a net. I think that was a good use of a net. I just didn't trust my guy not to get owned there. The chance to get teleported downstairs doesn't trigger provided you have no enemies in line of sight. That is true if you're going up. I think if you're going down, there's always a chance. Okay, this is another poison thing, but it looks like we're strong enough now to pretty easily smash adders and worker ants. Although I think adders have more evasion than worker ants, yeah. Which makes adders a lot more scary, believe it or not. Bro, I literally just started my stream. Why are the bots already here? Let me ban this guy. Привет. Как дела? I've been doing my Duolingo Russian lessons again. Still not anywhere close to fluent. Bad you woke up at 3. It's no good. Sorry about that. Wow, I should not have tabbed that orc. We are not strong enough for such shenanigans just yet. Why are you beep booping, doesn't he? Is it the spam bot? Yeah, this is the Joseph cosplay challenge. Gosh, I wish I still had my identify scrolls. So I've been sort of carefully avoiding this guy, because the problem is that, you know, halberds have a base damage of like 13. More importantly, they have reach. So, you know, we're looking at, okay, it's a -2 damage because he's an enemy with a weapon, so we're looking at 20 damage per hit, potentially. Less because I have some GDR, but still quite a bit. So walking away from him, you know, engaging him in melee implies that I can take at least 2 hits, maybe more if he gets, you know, electric brand. No, he doesn't have electric brand. But I mean, yeah, if I go up and fight him, you know, I'm taking hits as he approaches, and I'm taking hits as I leave. So it's probably more like 3 hits minimum. You know, if things go poorly, and if he max hits every time, I'm just GG'd. So, believe it or not, I don't feel good about fighting him, even now, so I just won't. There are ruined weapons here. I don't think I'm going to bother to pick them up. Well, actually, I should. Problem is, if one of these things happens to be disto... Wait a minute. I have a solution to this problem. I'm gonna grab this. Ooh, hungry. What is this, Mr. Ostrom? Ignore Arlek and can still damage you even if... Oh, so you're not immune to it in Bcrawl? If you have Arlek? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so check it out. There's this sling that we know is not cursed, so we're gonna switch to that. And this is going to let us kill this thing. I just need to get some good luck, that's all. There we go. Based. Saves is at 5. Let's take fighting to 5. I haven't really been doing my training all that optimally because I don't have to. You mean any electric branded non-attack damages you? Apparently Ugly Thing is not branded. Oh, that's interesting. There's a ring. We don't have Remove Curse necessarily, so... We just found a 3-stack. Wait, no we didn't. We have a 3-stack. Okay, let's probably Remove Curse, but it could be pretty much anything. Could be Fog. The 3-stack. So you're more likely to find Fog than anything else. Fog and Remove Curse. But I don't want to... could be Acquire, but wouldn't that be nice? Very unlikely. I don't want to wear something and then find out that it's not Remove Curse, and I also don't want to waste it. On the other hand, you know what? We're early enough in the game. I'm breaking all my rules here. Let me, okay, it is Remove Curse. That was worth using the stack, because now I can wear the ring. I can wear this Scale Mail of Cold Resist, which, if I look at this, I only lose 1 AC, but I gain, like 4 points of evasion. I gain Cold Resist, and I gain, some stealth, you know? So this is, yeah, stack 3 is absolutely worth using early. I'm just a little rusty because I don't play DCSS that much these days. It depends on the character. I mean, if you're just playing like a powerhouse character, you might as well save forever, basically, but identify potions still. Scarf of Clouds. Okay, I have encountered a dangerous foe. So I kind of pooped on cancellation a bit, but it may save my life here because, believe it or not, cancellation will stop Confuse. Good job to BHoth for putting in the damage thing. We now get to see the damage that the spells can do. Don't need to look it up. What a baller. Hey, Doesn't he? Did you hear that Man made a PR to mainline Crawl recently? And GammaFunk actually made his own PR, and in his PR wrote that he refused to work with the original PR specifically because of, and I quote, the source. I don't think that Man has talked to GammaFunk in like a year. Yeah, it was something about ghouls and potions, but it's just comical. It shows exactly how mentally disturbed this person is, holding a fucking grudge for that long over a guy who's been pretty polite to him, actually, at least compared to me. Yeah, it's outrageous, dude. But this is the quality of the Crawl dev community, unfortunately. It's just like I hate to use the word toxic because it's so lame, but it is what it is. We're going to read Telly immediately. I don't feel safe next to this fella. That's probably a floor skip situation. Although floor skips are a little more inadvisable in Bcrawl, I suppose, because of the teleporting. I'm still going to do it. Oh, we're attacking. You know what? I'm still attacking at 1.1. I really need to bring staves up. What am I doing? Occasionally I attack at 1.0. Alright, fella. He does 15 damage, so you have to be a bit careful. Okay, we found some spells, but remember, I'm only allowed to cast one spell ever, so... well, I can cast that spell as many times as I want, but only one spell, so probably none of these. Unless, Can you actually break walls with, with this in Bcrawl? I don't remember if he returned that. Probably not. Fewer floors. Right, so things scale up way faster in Bcrawl. Can we beat a bullfrog? Yeah, we can. Alright, I should be attacking at speed 1 from now on. Although, honestly, taking this to Mendeley wouldn't really be out of the question. I'm being very lazy about my skills. This is not optimal what I'm doing. Training multiple things at once would pretty much always a bad idea, but I think this character can get away with it. Hello, small ring. Let's wear that. We have Remove Curse. It's Cursed Ring of Attention. I'm going to wear these, and hopefully it's not disto. Instead, it's just a generic curse. I'm going to identify some stuff. Stupid Potion of Magic, but hey, there's Scroll of Blinking. I'll take that. We will go ahead and remove Curse. Drop Attention. Drop Short Sword. Wear the other dagger. Okay, that's +4. That might be worth wearing. Kind of sad that we're a human and we just found Kiku. That would be what I would consider to be a 1 game if we had found that in an ordinary run. We're doing quite well. I mean, this run is really legit, but nevertheless, you know, it would be nice to secure the end game by getting Kiku so early. But we have to go Gozag, which is, I mean, I'm not complaining. Gozag's great. Check this out. Well, it is Man, doesn't he? Because I talked to Man about it, and he mentioned it had happened, that he had submitted a PR, and he just refused to give him credit for it, which is actually, if you think about it, that is actually really fucked up, don't you think? Think about how exclusionary that is. So for those of you who don't understand, like the PR, the words, the letters PR and whatnot, that stands for pull request. And what it is basically Man took the time to write some code for Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, and because one of the devs is a dickhead who doesn't like Man, he took that code, copied and pasted it into his own pull request, which is basically it's a thing that goes into it's code that ends up in the game, essentially. I don't want to get into specifics of how it works, but he copied and pasted the code and essentially took away the credit that this guy deserves for writing something that goes into the game. These people are so fucking petty. Like, I hate to complain about them every time I stream, but like, they keep doing more and more messed up things. You know, it's an incredibly messed up move, and that's exactly why Gambafunk should not be a developer of this game. But unfortunately, he's the missing stair, so to speak. You know, these people are constantly, the other devs are constantly covering up for this guy's terrible ass behavior. You know, it actually only just occurred to me as I was talking about it exactly how messed up it is. You know, it's unacceptable. You know, it's I don't know if I would call it plagiarism per se, but it's definitely, I don't know, it's like some Edison, Nikola Tesla type shit, you know. It's just bad behavior, you know. Probably trying to make it look like he's the primary contributor in Git metrics. I mean, it's that, it's also his stated reason that he just hates Man, and therefore I guess that means that Man's contributions can never be given credit. It's just crazy. It's really messed up, you know. Vindictive narcissism. Yes, absolutely. I don't like to internet Dr. Phil people, but that particular person has got to be the closest. I don't know. I'm convinced that he is a narcissist, just based on the totally abusive behavior that he engages in on a regular basis. But I mean, who knows? Just a bad person, really. Against FOSS attribution etiquette. Well, of course, yeah. I mean, it's against anybody's etiquette. But yeah, for open source stuff, I mean, you're not supposed to do that. That's for sure. You know, but I mean, think about the fact, you know, you really cannot just blame that particular guy for what's going on here. You have to blame the other DCSS devs too, because, you know, there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, right? There's more than one anyway. You know, the dudes like Pleasing Fungus, dudes like Ebering, they could stand up, Amaloy, they could actually stand up and do something about this, but they won't, and so they're all equally culpable. They're all just as big a dickheads for tolerating this behavior and letting it go on. Okay, of course Kevin's done that. It's a narcissism move, so absolutely. Anyway, I've been fooling around here because Crimson Imps have Flame Tongue in Bcrawl, and boy oh boy, it does 3d6 damage. They no longer have Blink, which I guess is cool, but this is kind of like fighting a halberd Knoll. Also, they regenerate quickly, so basically I have no RF. It's going to do the full 18 damage to me, potentially. Yeah, it's really spooky. That's why I've been kind of easily distracted by the dev talk, because I have to take this fight seriously. But anyway, we're going to take it seriously by standing on the staircase. Unfortunately, he came right next to me. Wait, he does have Blink still. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, okay, there it is. It's not a spell. whenever it attacks, it blinks itself. Yeah, well, that's interesting. We got him. But yeah, no, I like that change. We have resist cold, so I feel okay about meleeing that guy. Alrighty, here's our first real challenge, a priest. 17 damage a pop. We have enough HP, though, that we should be able to... Oh, hey, I forgot that scarves can evoke fog and Bcrawl. That's really, really strong. Holy shit. I should probably train some evocations, except maybe it doesn't use evocations because it's not letting me train it, or that could be a bug. Anyway, that's not helpful here, really. Not at 50% fail rate. Let's just try to melee this dude. Okay, we got him. I'm getting drained. Fuck. I didn't realize he has a draining dagger or something. That's really irritating. Okay. It's a bug, so it does use evocations. Wow, we got styled on a little bit there. That always happens to me. I just don't even notice that they have they have training. Okay, a lot of good potions and stuff here. I think I'm gonna save the money though, because we have to worship Gozag. I don't want to delay that for if I find him. On the other hand, I think I'm gonna buy a single curing. That'll save me from... Actually, I'll buy both curings. Let's be super safe, you know. But I'm not going to buy anything else. The reason I'm buying the curing is because you never know when you're going to run into something that has confuse and just owns you. Holy shit! Can't tab him. Not with all this drain. I bet you I could do it if I wasn't drained. Adios, muchacho. Get the fuck away from me. Okay, I did leave Sigmund behind. Maybe I can go kill him. Although I probably shouldn't try to do it with this drain. We've got a lot of tools in the toolbox here. Okay. 43% chance to confuse. Let's see. 2 curing. Nah, I should go down. I mean, forks, you should support DCSS forks if only because the mainline developers of the mainline game, number one, have terrible ideas. Number two, will simply not listen to the player base when they implement their terrible ideas and get pushback. And number three are simply bad, abusive people. You know, and the best thing you can do when dealing with a bad, abusive person is to vote with your feet and don't give them the power to affect your life. Who made Bcrawl? A guy named Bhoth. Bcadrin made Bcrawl. Those are two different forks. I mean, that would be nice, Crystal Bepsy, although, you know, I talk about these things... Shit, I am confused. Drink curing. I talk about these things a lot. Network effects, okay? So when you start something, it's very, very hard to stop being in control of that thing. This is the reason why Reddit and Twitter don't go away, even though Reddit has completely thrown away its original free speech sort of ideas, and Twitter as well. Why don't people just stop using Google? It's just too damn convenient for one. But why don't people just stop using Twitter? Why don't people just stop using Facebook? There are alternatives to these things. Vote, for example, is an alternative to Reddit, VOAT, and Gab is an alternative to Twitter. So how come, despite the fact that these companies are fucking up terribly, how come, despite the fact that DCSS devs are fucking up terribly and abusing their player base the same way that Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit are abusing their user bases, how come somebody hasn't simply said, oh, I'm going to... Well, the majority hasn't simply said, I'm going to use the alternative. I think that generally it's just very hard to make people switch. I mean, when Dig went under, which was essentially Reddit before Reddit was around, it was because they did an incredibly, hilariously unpopular redesign of their site. You know, you basically have to do something suicidally stupid to get people to stop using your website once it's got a certain level of establishment to it. And Reddit did the same thing, except they kept the old version of the site available for people, and so they didn't go under, you know? BHauth works for Google? Oh no. Oh no. I have to stop liking them so much. I mean, Google's an evil empire, and if everybody who works for them becomes jobless, I would be very happy. But anyway, and it's one of the reasons why I believe that, you know, I've never heard anybody other than myself talking about this really, but I believe that social media ought to be treated as a utility with a duty to serve, to where you cannot be banned for having a political view that's unpopular. But anyway, I'm kind of getting away from the topic. The point is that, you know, oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? That's an ugly thing on D5? Wow, hold on. My point is that, like, maybe DCSS is similar, where it's like, that's what people know. What comes up on Google are the servers that run the mainline game, and their website. And it's what the community is built around. And a lot of the people who play DCSS are casuals who don't really understand or know about all the horse shit that's going on behind the scenes. I mean, if you asked your average DCSS player what a PR is, they probably wouldn't know. Or if you asked, you know, if you told them what happened with Man, they wouldn't necessarily understand, you know, the details in the background and what's going on there, you know. You could certainly convince them of how messed up it is that happened, that Man got the credit basically stolen from him. Even in the message that GammaFunk left, saying, you know, that he wasn't going to acknowledge the source. I mean, he actually didn't even say Man's name. So, you know, essentially he did. He just stole everything from him, you know. I believe it wasn't like a huge amount of code or anything, but still a big issue. Yeah, I agree, NGMat. Alright, so we got teleported on the way up. We finally got memed by Bcrawl, and now we're in a pretty bad position because of this asshole jelly that showed up. I think I'm going to have to use a potion or two. Unless I can kill this centaur. If I could just kill him real quick. Got him. Okay. Shutter179, thank you for the follow, my friend. And welcome to the stream. Okay. That jelly could have made my life miserable very, very quickly, which is why I was super scared to continue fighting him next to our boy there. Okay, I'm starving. We're going to try to eat this centaur real quick. Save myself some rations. You get hungrier in Bcrawl, apparently, when you do melee. Identify. Spear of Distortion. Alrighty. Okay, well, we can't let him attack us. Just can't do that. Too bad no Gozag yet. Oh, I didn't mean to remove that. Whoops. Took off my Ring of Stealth accidentally. I don't see a way to consistently kill him. Okay, I made a huge mistake. Really, he just got random energy there. Maybe. Okay, we're good. Except the thing flashed and teleported me. That's okay, though. Let's wear this. Pro Cold. Oh my god, there's my mortal enemy, the ugly thing. So yeah, this is way too strong for D5. The Disto Null would have been enough, but Cyan Ugly thing, you gotta be shitting me. D5, this thing's gonna just brutalize my asshole. So let's probably use a telly, but he hasn't seen me yet. Thank you, Training to Stealth. He's kind of sort of following me anyway. Yeah, there he is. Alright, let's teleport. God, this floor is so shitty, I think I'm just gonna skip it. I mean, a Cyan Ugly thing, I mean, not only is that an ugly thing, which alone, regardless of the color, even if it was an icy one, I would not feel good about fighting it because they're melee, they just attack too fast. I could kill the Knoll for sure, but he's got a Disto spear, so if he sends me to the Abyss, I'm dead, probably. I could kill him with a sling, but it's just not worth trying to stare dance around with the ugly thing walking around. He can't send me to the abyss. Oh, does that not exist in Bcrawl anymore? Did I miss something? Alright, I'm allowed to use evocations, right? It looks like the cosplay conduct doesn't say anything about evocations, so I'm going to assume, yeah. We have Wand of Flame. He removed that. Okay. Well, still, I want it off that floor. Fair point. Okay, we've been cucked a bit by the temple. No Gozag. We found a shield early, which normally would be wonderful, but under this conduct, we're not allowed to use it, so little suboptimality that we're forced to deal with. Always fun. Potion of Degeneration. Drop that little guy. Uskawa would be a really fun god for this character. Unfortunately, not allowed. Good temple entry vault. What now? Oh, you mean for, like a depth diver or whatever it's called? Delver? That would certainly be exciting. Start the game there. It's pointing where to go. Oh. Oh! That is cute. I like that. Okay. Gosh, this is annoying because Gozag could be on this floor, but we cannot safely do it. We did find Wand of Flame, which is pretty legit. I've immediately started training evocations because of how important it is. Probably 10 is a little bit of overkill, although apparently humans have a +2 aptitude in evocations in Bcrawl, so I want to take advantage of that. Have fun, Crystal Pepsi. Curved glowing staff. We have remove curse. Let's wear this. My God, we have so much cold resist available. Technically, this is kind of cute. Technically, I could wear this Staff of Cold and have a brand. I wonder if that would be... I wonder if that would be better than Quarterstaff right now. Huh. No, I have to be skilled in ice magic for it to do it. Never mind. I forgot. Once upon a time, I think you only needed to have evocation skill to get the damage out of it, the extra damage brand. I'm gonna wear this. I don't know if harm exists in Bcrawl or not. I took the risk. It turns out it's Acrobat, which is good. I'll take that. Holy shit. Look how the tables have turned so quickly against a simple bullfrog. You gotta be shitting me. D7 Cyclops. Bcrawl really does not fuck around. Like, I have plenty of resources, so I can't complain too much, but at the same time, I mean, running into a Cyclops before you have your god is pretty hideous, I gotta say. But, I mean, I will say this, outside of my first little forays with Bcrawl, I have not felt like I've gotten screwed by this game. Not really. And I think that some of the things I was complaining about were fixed by BHL. Like, once upon a time, I think I played a skeleton and, like, immediately ran into priests on D1 or some bullshit. But running into, like, you know, I'm cool with running into a Cyclops on D7. I'm even cool with running into an ugly thing on D5, as long as I have resources and choices of things that I can do to deal with it, you know? By the way, I've made use of the fog scarf of clouds, which is just really good. Also, we've confirmed it does in fact work with evocations. That's going to be so handy. This is, I was going to say it's probably a wizard. Okay, no staves here, unfortunately. Pikel has a whip of electrocution. We're okay to fight Pikel, though. Probably. Let's soften his ass up with the flame and then go for it. And if he starts to beat my ass, I'll just run away. What can he do? 9 plus whip plus electrocution. He can't kill me. Not in one hit. Okay, we have a whip of electrocution now. 9 plus 20, yeah. I think you might be leaving out the base damage of the whip there. I forget how much electrocution does. Can use it via cross-train? Yeah, I could. Yeah, there's nothing in the conduct that stops me from training staves, but using a different weapon, as long as I don't train maces and flails. And that might be the right thing to do. I'm not really sure. I think I probably just want to attack fast, to be honest, so I'll probably stick with the quarterstaff. Okay, so Gozag is gonna be... He's got to show up by what, D9? I guess I'm not sure in Bcrawl what the cutoff is. Maybe, gosh, maybe I'll fight the ugly thing. How am I gonna do this? We have nets, we have blinking to get away, we have force heal wounds, we have one to flame. I'll probably use a net. Do I have dagger? What are you talking about? The dagger of draining? Oh, you mean I could try to stab him in the net? That might be the right thing to do. But, oh, what's this? That's the disto. Okay, we kill him. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just throw a net and then wand of flame. Oh, hey, we have enslavement. Well, that would have been more interesting if we had found this stuff at the same time as other guys. I could go hunt for something to help me kill him, I guess. 48%, it's not worth it. It's not worth the charges, really. Okay, we've cut him down a bit. Got the net. Okay. The net again. Yeah, maybe I should have used a dagger. But with no dagger skill, it was unlikely to give me stabs or decent stabs at any event. Anyway, we did it. We have Crazy Youth here. I did train two points of stealth, but that's not really enough. Cloak of Invisibility. So opening this was worth it, although I have to not let him melee me. Also, there is an artifact mace, which is kind of interesting. I'll use the net if I have to. Let's do that. Can't let him get next to me. Got him. You know, for entertainment purposes, I think I will... I think I will use the Quarterstaff of Chaos. Ordinarily, I would never do that. We'll check the mace, though. That's just +1 of freeze. With See Invisible, so we'll keep it as a swap. But yeah, I'll use the Quarterstaff just for fun. I could enchant it, but we're going to save that for a Lush Tongue. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Pretty rare in GMAT, but it does happen. Then again, maybe BHoth made it more common. He used to drop hammers all over his house and outside of it. Okay, there's no reason to kill this Cyclops, really. He just does too much damage to me. And by the way, because this is Bcrawl, he is carrying around 38 large rocks somehow. Just a giant ass sack of rocks. Really exciting stuff. Yeah, I don't trust him not to just do 50 damage to me per shot. Technically, I could go invis and start stabbing, but again, we're not allowed to train short blades, so that's not really a viable plan, is it? Oh, two-headed ogre, eh? Large rock piles actually get upscaled less than other ammo. Well, it's still sufficient. Oh yeah. Was there a griffin? Yeah, the hippogriff. They still have oh, they have beckoning. I forgot he added that since the last time I played. He used to only have wind blast. The beckoning makes it very interesting. He's gonna yank me. It doesn't really make any goddamn sense, but I'm okay with it. Although I think it was more interesting when they could only send you one way. We're gonna shout and pull this dude. Can I survive 1 round of melee with him? Manipulates air currents. Oh, okay, okay. It's just the fluff. It bothers me that it's not, like, named differently, but yeah, that makes sense now. Okay, we're invisible. What do you think about this? Well, because it seems like it's like a hippogriff, you know, casting a magic spell the way that D&D dragons do. 35 plus 20 plus 20. 55 damage, all affected by GDR and evasion. Yeah, I mean, he can't kill me, really. 60, 75 damage, but the GDR ensures he can't kill me in 1 hit. And we do have a blink scroll, so we're going to try to duke it out with him. Okay, and I've officially been punished for trying to duke it out with him. The only safe thing I can do is read a blink scroll. Actually, heal wounds is probably safe. I'd estimate he can only do about 50 damage to me. Okay, we got him. That was still hilariously dangerous, even under the best of circumstances, but especially under these circumstances because I am using a quarterstaff of chaos like a madman. Hey, let's drop these stones and these arrows and this sling. Because we have poison tomahawks now. Hey, we've made him hasted, and now we've petrified him. But yeah, Hippogriff plus Hippogriff with Beckoning combined with a 2-headed ogre, man, that was pretty spooky. I don't know if this is just weird coincidences or if BH Auth is just a genius and has changed the tables around, but I've noticed that I get monsters in very interesting configurations in early and middle dungeon and Bcrawl, and it makes the game a way more interesting experience. Manticore right now is brutal as hell, but we can do it, you know. I just shouted to pull this stuff. I don't think I woke the Manticore up though. Nope, there he is. Come on, buddy. Just reeing over here in the corner. The X-crawl shifting upwards of spawns. Well, it creates very interesting situations, although I imagine it's very hard for that to be fair under all circumstances, you know. We killed the Manticore, we teleported him, but he was poisoned, so he died. So far, nothing truly unfair has happened this game, but it's only because I have found the resources to deal with the problems. That D5 ugly thing would have been just absolute horse shit if we didn't happen to have the ability to deal with it or to stealth away, you know. That is why you train at least 2 stealth, though. Okay. Still no Gozag. D8, no Gozag. This is why you cannot rely on, you know, I'm going to find this particular god. We have to do it due to our conduct, but that's interesting, you know. I'll try to melee this thing. Okay, we drained him a bit. Surprised I was able to melee him so well. But if we had berserked him, it would have been... It wouldn't have been GG, but it would have been horrible. So, with the yaks here, I assume that we have the lair entrance soon. Hello! Little pecuniary worship here. Okay, we Gozag now, baby. That means that I can go ahead and purchase some things. Okay, I figured it out. I think we're worshipping Gozag because Joseph is a mercenary, isn't he? Okay, let's get the haste. Let's get the heal wounds. So he does everything for money, right? Although it would be more appropriate perhaps for Harold, who has lines about how it's his last day on the job as a bounty hunter or something like that. And the player character, for some reason, is the bounty, and he's chased you into this horrible dungeon. We just found a book. We have quite a few spells available. Makes me real sad because, you know, we don't we only get to use one spell, and I have yet to really explore Bcrawl's new spells. Infestation has changed. That is three schools now in level 6. And it doesn't make the death scarabs anymore. It says it makes deadly wasps. That's interesting, I guess. But it kind of works the same way, where when the enemy dies, you get the summons. Alrighty. There's also piercing shot, which I guess makes my shots have penetration. Probably not going to use either of those things. I don't know if we'll be casting at all. I'm not sure if any one particular spell is worth training up for. Maybe Discord for fun. We have to do Tomb though, so probably Necromutation would make the most sense if I was going to do anything. If I wanted to take the time to train that up, dude, we're getting wrecked. What am I doing? I can just wear this. Didn't train any maces and flails, so I haven't broken the rules. Dude, did this thing get buffed? Holy shit, dude. There we go. C-Blink would be nice. Yeah, that's the problem. My intelligence is only 8. I don't particularly feel like, I feel like Blink would be the thing that makes the most sense. Very little investment, for a lot of value, and it looks like we just found it, so. Either that or maybe Regen. Yeah, Regen probably. Yeah, Regen makes the most sense. I think we'll go for Regen. Oh, Regen's available. That's pretty sick. 600 gold for that. It's not bad. Spectral weapon for the double meme value. Just for Twitch, I might do that. I hate how spectral weapon kind of... Oh my god. This is why you don't meme with the quarterstaff, you guys, of Chaos. Right, and so this is interesting. I forgot this is how this works. If you attack him and you berserk him, his next move gets the benefit of the berserk. So, that very much could have killed me. Yeah, that's why you don't do that. Particularly, you don't do that in a fight that can already almost one-shot you. Okay, we have Mendeley on staves. Versus these little wizards and stuff, I'm okay with it. If I berserked them, that'd be good for me. But yeah, I need to come up with a long-term solution for the two-headed ogre problem. Probably just throw tomahawks at him from the staircase, Same problem really with the troll, although berserking him would be slightly less horrifying. The problem is I can't train throwing, although I could train slings, which would give me a little throwing cross-training. I'm not allowed to train throwing per the contest rules. But yeah, poison tomahawks are great. Okay, he's damaged. If I hit him, he probably dies. Took a couple of times. Ooh, polymorph. Okay. I don't really want to... Need 10 to get 1.0 delay on them. It's not delay I'm worried about. It's more like accuracy and damage. Okay, I think he might die if I just walk away from him. I hit him with quite a few. Yeah, there we go. Pretty legit. No skill required. Actually, I guess I started with a little bit of, Huh. Oh, right. Gladiator starts with some throwing skill. Hey, Oren, what's up, buddy? I'm doing just fine. Very well, in fact. How are you, my friend? This is a scary thing to be fighting with the Quarterstaff of Chaos. They do like 30 damage per hit. 34 even. Really doing some madman plays today. A tasty dinner, huh? My fiance made me this really good curry earlier. So, hope you enjoyed yours as much as I enjoyed mine. Okay, we've turned it into a harpy. Drink curing. Why are you confused? How did... What? I didn't do anything to make him confused. I didn't attack. I polymorphed him. Is he confused because in Bcrawl you just get confused when you're polymorphed? How curious. Combat log doesn't really seem to tell me anything. It just seems to have become confused for no reason. I'm gonna enslave this to, well, because it's confused, it can still do damage to me. Okay, run away. I just need to heal up. Playing a little too fast. That was a bit of a madman play there. I'd be confused too if I turned into a bird lady. What do you mean? It happens to me every day. Cubed steak with pink-eyed peas. That sounds quite good. Especially the steak. Oh shit. Did we dupe him? I don't see it in the combat log, but I'm pretty sure we just duped him. That guy appeared out of nowhere. Holy shit, dude. Please don't berserk. Good. Yeah, you can duplicate monsters with the Staff of Chaos. Actually, I wonder if it has to do with formerly being a frog. What do you... I don't understand. Like if you change from holiness or monster type or whatever it's called. Yeah, like you go from animal to human intelligence, you're confused for a second. I mean, that would make logical sense, and BHOth has been adding all kinds of wacky little thematic things that I really like. Like, for example, making Phantom Mirror not work on vampires. Things that are both mechanically interesting and tactically, or mechanically interesting and flavor-wise makes sense in an interesting way. Okay, we have like 2 pips of RC, so I can just tab this guy, basically. GG, buddy. Probably the best unique we could have asked for. Man, look at all these beautiful shields we're finding. Staff of Fire. Okay, we have access to fire resist if need be. Is that your D1, Mr. Ostrom? Become Frog Knight and save the world? Hell yeah. Is your name Glenn by any chance? Oh right, Disintegrate explodes things in Bcrawl. We just found Disintegrate, by the way. Nice. Oh, we just duplicated that guy again. Try to fight in this sort of pretend hallway. We got the Berserk there, but we killed him before it mattered. Well, it's clever and I do think it's meaningful. Hey, I just noticed we have a gauntlet here. I do have magic mapping, so let's use it. Let's also go ahead and identify something. Wow, I have a bunch of stuff I haven't checked. Magic regen, I don't need that. Barely even allowed to use magic. Pro fire ring. Okay, I'm gonna drop this staff. Let's see. Flight can actually make you swift, I believe, from the ring. Or maybe it's only from potions. In Bcrawl, I'll have to test it. Wow. Well, if this was a normal game, our game would have been set at this point because this gentleman here has a broad axe of chopping, which would have been probably the best find we could have asked for. Sadly, no such luck. So we just explode HuGl with Disintegrate. I would have polymorphed him, but 37% chance, you know. God damn it. Keep berserking things. Gotta get this quarterstaff off, man. But for the sake of entertainment, we're gonna keep it on. Okay. Little full explore here. Any staves by any chance? Nope. I was hoping for a Lajatong. Any artifacts? Quite a few. Okay, so let's look at the pathing here. There's up and then there's down. There's a ring here. There's an artifact amulet on the bottom, so that's one top, one bottom. Two bottom, one top, because there's a helmet below. I'm very happy with my rings, less so with my amulet. I like having access to RF and RC. Take a look and see if there's anything else that I maybe want. File of Floods, I guess. The wand is over there. That's interesting. Because there happens to be gold there, I can see... I think that's the game glitching out, actually. Like, I can see the gold because of Gozag, but I can also apparently tell that there's a wand on that stack. Anywho, I want to go down the southern path, but can we do that without dying is the real question. So we'd have to do this, which probably just walk away from the abominations if need be. I don't see myself tanking a large A-bomb and winning. I do see myself walking, grabbing this, and leaving. Oh yeah, A-bombs do like 40 damage, it's crazy. I don't think they can have fast speed anymore, though. Once upon a time, their speed would vary. If there's a potion here, a file of floods here. I'd love to go in here, although Mr. Deathooze will just tear the shit out of me. Likewise, we absolutely don't want to fight Boggarts. That's crazy. Probably take the Deathooze room. Did mainline revert that? I don't think so, but maybe. Shadows will crush. So I believe I can do this. Used to have a bunch of randomized attributes. Yeah, I'm saying mainline took that away. For sure. Well, I guess I'm not 100%, but I think it did. Okay, I want the large A-bombs up against the wall. There we go. Oh no. Well, I want the amulet. Oh no. It appeared, yeah, that was guaranteed actually for that to happen this way. That's fine. We have blinking, except... Okay, yeah, you can blink here. You can't teleport. 11% chance to enslave. I definitely can't. Well, he only has 49 HP, you know? So I could try to duke it out with him, probably with net. Well, I want to kill him. I could blink, but I don't want to blow my blink. Very valuable resource. Okay, we got him. Remember, I've still got potion petition, so nothing is bad, you know? Nothing's bad just yet. I have remove curse, so I'll safely wear this amulet. Strength -5, which is painful as hell. However, we have spirit now and we have RLX, so I think that's worth it. Okie dokie, how do we kill a Deathooze? 17% chance to disintegrate. It is fast. Let's see exactly how fast it is. It's only speed 12. But there's also not a whole lot of space here. I appear here, he gets a chance to move, and then as I walk away, I mean, I could leave this ship behind and probably make it to the exit. I don't have a net anymore. I have no way of making friends to delay him. And he sees invisible, so there's no reason to evoke invis. By the way, wait a minute. I should have gone invis versus these dudes. Then I would still have a net. I forgot that A-bombs don't see invisible. Derpity-doo. That's fine. I may have to potion petition to do this. I could drink a haste, but that's a little silly. Oh, I could Berserk Rage. Maybe Lignify. Am I immune to rotting while lignified? I don't think so. I think Berserk wins this. Yeah, I was going to say, they really are not that beefy defensively. I wouldn't have done that on a streak, probably. Too spooky, but now we have File of Floods. Old school File of Floods, by the way. I think we can just melee these dudes because I have See Invisible. This would be a little too scary to do, probably, if I didn't have that, because they'd be doing tons of damage to me due to the extra special effect where they do extra damage while invis if you can't see them. Okay, that's, okay. You know what? I'm very happy with this helmet. It pays for the -5 strength from the amulet, for the most part. Oh, 2 pips of resist -2 on this amulet, by the way. Really, really good amulet, if you ask me. 3 pieces of resistance. That's going to be handy in Tomb. And Spirit is great because we're not using our magic for anything, really. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take evocations to 15 because we have File of Floods now and all those wands. Okie dokie. Oh, I always think, so check it out. This is kind of tiny on the screen, I guess. I always think that the Minotaur has a Demon Blade when I first see him, due to the way that the Hatch sprite looks underneath of him. But he doesn't. Okay, he's in water now. Hey, Ashley Rain, thank you for the follow. I don't have that flame wand anymore. That'd be really handy right now. Let's just go invis. Shit. 55. We're okay. GDR keeps us safe as long as I don't zerk them. There we go. Javelins. Though still, we can't train throwing. We got some boots. The extra AC is nice. Invis is nerfed. How so? Regen would be cool, but I'm very happy with this amulet, so I'm not going to get it. Spirit Shield, we certainly don't need that. Wait, pick up the Scarf of Clouds. That's not what I meant to drop. We will drop Spirit Shield, which we already get from amulet. Lower duration. That's fine. I don't need it for a really long time, you know. Okay, interesting. You know, all in all, pretty good trip into the Gauntlet. Pretty good trip. Pretty legit. Nothing that's like game shattering, but certainly we're, you know, getting the path, getting the puzzle put together with 3 more resistances, with Spirit Shield, with this helmet, which is basically just a nice all-around buff. That's a source of our elect. We don't need it, so we'll drop it. Shine like a Christmas tree from Contam. Sorry, I didn't see that message. That's weird. That shouldn't happen because I'm not using Invis that much, you know. Hello, Mr. Aqualab Plant. I hope I polymorph him into a briar monster or whatever it's called. Bramble Fiend. I can't remember the name. The guys that have the Vile Clutch equivalent. Dude, I love when Lair gives me a little hole to hide in. These are so crucial. You know, if you happen to have one on the level, always look for them and duck into them when you're fighting crowds of things, and suddenly your character can win fights he otherwise shouldn't be able to win. Shambling Mangroves? Dude, Bramble isn't even in the name of the monster. Bramble Fiend. Dude, that sounds sick. If that's not used yet, I gotta put a Bramble Fiend in the game that I'm working on. Vinestalker alternate name, Bramble Fiend. Alright, let's do something really crazy, which is melee this guy with a chaos staff. They're actually called treants in the source. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Too Tolkien. I forgot that they have some kind of weird, crazy problem with Tolkien. What the fuck? Bruh! There is a floating eye there. What is this nonsense? Thorn Hunter. Yeah, that's a different thing. Okay, we got a Wand of Paralysis, but it's only 2 charges, which is really unpleasant. No, I was talking about the Shambling Mangroves because they're the ones with the root. How do we kill this? We'll go invisible. I guess I could enslave, but they're not going to do damage to their buddies. I could disintegrate. I don't know if that's enough damage. Yeah, he sure is right there. I certainly don't want to be paralyzed next to these guys. If I stand right here, it's okay, but it's a matter of being able to kill this thing. What I want to do is I do want to kill this, so we're going to try. Damn it, didn't quite work. I don't have File of Floods. We're going to have to just throw stuff at him until he's dead. Got him. Okay. So the point was to pull this dickhead away from the HuGl so I can't just get GG'd instantly, you know? Okay, they cannot shoot over the plants. I have Blink, so it's 100% safe for me to do this. If things start to go really badly, I can just blink out. If this was a streak game, I feel like I would not be choosing to do this, because there's not enough reward for it to be worth risking the use of a blink scroll. But because it's not a streak game, I don't care. Okay, identify. Plus our resources are quite good, so clearing the floor is worth it to me, you know? Just to clean things up so I don't have to come back here. Definitely not a optimization of character power, just an optimization of my time, really. Man, we're crushing it here. I'm really surprised that the staff hasn't screwed us any harder than it has, although it did just spawn a polymorph Guardian Serpent real quick there. Yeah, Mr. Ostrom, I actually used the fog a minute ago. It was really quite good. You know, if I was allowed to use a shield, we'd be having an easier time versus this guy. But yeah, I think I used it against some priests. It was really strong. But at the moment, I care more about having AC. 3 points of AC is quite a lot right now. I might end up using Cloud Scarf for some shenanigans in Tomb, though. There's a cute little trick you can do where you wear the Cloud Scarf, and then you turn into a tree, and you're immune to Torment, but then you're also not taking ongoing damage from the clouds of... well, actually... no, never mind. Forget I said anything. I always thought you could do that, but the reality is you lose your amulet slot, I think, in tree form. So, I remember I was rudely surprised one day when I found out that was not actually working the way that I thought it did. I think... Oh yeah, Scarf slot is what I meant to say, not amulet slot. Yeah, I tabbed a Death Yak. I probably shouldn't have, but... Hey, we just polymorphed him into a 7-headed Hydra. Yeah, okay. I no longer have the balls to continue tabbing. Not with this staff. Eventually I will realize the dangerous, horrible situations I'm putting myself in. Just because we're not streaking doesn't mean we have to play like reckless madmen, you know? So we'll just walk around a bit. This is making me wish I was wearing that amulet of regen. I might go ahead and purchase Regenerate, to be honest. Again, we're allowed to have one spell. And regen's so good. I think we're going to go ahead and do it. That's worth the 600 gold investment, isn't it? Okay. Charms, Necro, Spellcasting. 5, 5, 5, 10, 10 really will get us to really good spell power. You would have shafted him? What now? Shaft the Death Yak? Well, in a hallway, this character can beat Death Yaks pretty easily. The only thing that I'm scared of is my Staff of Chaos messing with him. If I'm at full HP, like, yeah, they do 30 damage, but I have 100 HP. And I also have really, really good defenses for Lair. These defenses would be kind of shitty for Lair branches, but for Lair itself, 1916 is really not half bad. I mean, look at how Mamba's, even though he was hasted, he was doing almost nothing to me. Okay, let's identify, Also, our defenses are secretly better than what they seem due to the fact that we're worshipping Gozag and things just kind of don't attack sometimes. By the way, that's why that guy was confused. I just completely forgot that I was worshipping Gozag. Remember earlier, the Harpy polymorph? I think I was worshipping Gozag at that point. Maybe. Sort of odd that there wasn't a message about it, though, in the log. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to go down right there. Or go back. Yeah, go back down. I wanted to wear my scarf. This is it's a very rambunctious Catoblepus, I have to say. Also, okay, can somebody explain to me how it is that a column of living water has been turned to stone? Because first of all, that sounds metal as hell, if you think about it. Just super cool, if you try to visualize that. Secondly, I don't know how much sense it makes, but then again, I guess it's magic, so... I'm picturing like a water elemental rearing up to attack and just getting turned to stone. Holy shit! Look at this room. It's very packed. Let's not go in that room. This is even worse. Dream sheep, huh? If we get put to sleep, this is very bad. The water elemental changes into an earth elemental. Oh man, dude, tell BH off to do that. That sounds like something that would be really cool. I should get Bcrawl to do that. Sounds like something he would put in his fork. I always like the idea of spells doing wacky things to elementals. That was like some really old school D&D stuff. Alright, I read Fog because I'm terrified of being put to sleep here, and the Fog didn't play nice. I didn't get a Fog on this tile here, so... What do? I don't have Digging. I guess I could take a step back and then read Telly. Or I could just try to go up, but I think that's foolish. If I do this, I'm guaranteed I can't be put to sleep. We'll read Telly now. We're going to take a step. I want to stay out of the line of sight of so many of these fellas. Worst kind of fog. Yeah, that's the problem with fog. You can never really rely on fog fixing your problem immediately. Hey, we got teleported. Luckily, we didn't get teleported into anything too scary. But yeah, I mean, I tell you, I used to talk a lot of shit about the Bcrawl teleport. I think that it's actually pretty interesting. Particularly, it keeps the game interesting where, like, usually at this point, a character like this would just be dominating Lair. With very little interesting things happening. Whereas I think that the teleport from the staircases in particular kind of does keep things interesting in Lair. I just maybe wish it showed up a little later than early dungeon. It's more interesting than it's more interesting than random telly, by the way, from exploring into the black, by the way, because you know, while it's something you have to do to proceed in the game, oh shit. Okay, I just learned something. There was no... Interesting. So, like, there was no cloud on me, but I went to go up. It is, in fact, possible for you to go up next to a Cataplepus and get turned to stone before you finish ascending. At least I'm pretty sure there was nothing there. Okay, I should probably stop playing like a madman. This is the only safe staircase. Well, quote-unquote safe. I'm going to pull Snorg up. Snorg could potentially wreck me, but I'll just potion petition if need be. We're so good in melee that, you know, if we roll the dice on attacks, we generally will win. You know, if I can reset the fight a bunch, then I'm especially good. Okay, we could get turned into a pig here. Can I paralyze her? No, her MR is too good. I have nothing to do really except duke it out with her and hope I don't get turned into a pig. I am a pig. It's just like real life, you guys. Let's kill her buddies. Probably just gonna have to leave her here. I guess I could try for Silent Scroll, see if I have that, but that's wacky. How are we doing on regen? No regen yet. I hope I find some better wands. Acid Wand would really help me out right now. Also, I hate the fact that I just hasted her. No. If I keep resetting this fight... Whoa! Why is she paralyzed? That must be from a minute ago, but I rested a bunch upstairs, so... That's really odd that she was still paralyzed. Oh my god! He's slow, it's okay. Remember, I'm resistant to all this shit. No. No. 3d 30 damage from metal splinters. This has gotten worse. I'm not resistant to iron. No, sir. I was really hoping I would get teleported there. I'm gonna use my telly. Okay, little annotation for myself on layer 3. Well, I polymorphed Kirky by attacking her with my Chaos Staff, and she turned into a Shadow Dragon, and I was like, oh, no big deal. And she was almost dead. They heal a little bit when they polymorph, right? So she turned into a shape changer, which changes shape really often. Turns into a Shadow Dragon, then turns into a Golden Dragon next turn, and I'm like, all right, this is still okay, we can probably still beat it. Then turned into an Iron Dragon, which I believe, well, first of all, they can do like 90 damage, so that's no good. I can't use my resistances there. Secondly, I think their defenses are even better. Yeah, they have even more AC than Golden Dragon, so... And also he was full HP at that point because he had transformed like 3 times, so... I guess Kirky is just gonna have to enjoy her, her new dragon form without me putting it into her miserable existence. Okay, I'd like a hallway. I'll have to use this mushroom as a kind of ghetto hallway. And we got the... We took down the spiny frog. By the way, Kirky's pig minions did not transform back into humans. I guess turning her into a dragon was not enough to break the enchantment. It's too bad I can't get scales off of her. How cool would that be? Okay, I'm gonna risk getting put to sleep. There it is. Ammo. There we go. I would like to wear my sling, but I don't have it. Wait, just kidding, I have throwables. This was a good ammo. Probably wouldn't have run the risk of using that if I didn't have RF. Get petrified, I don't care versus these enemies. Should probably keep an eye on... Yeah, especially now there's a Hydra coming. I don't want to be petrified next to a Hydra. That's a real bad time. Let's see if we can melee a 5-head. He got haste, but that's okay. I gotta stop using the staff, you guys. It's getting to the point where it's perhaps a really bad idea. Okay. I mean, I guess it was a bad idea from the start, but... Oh boy! Wow! That is a sick ring! Katal Pitimun. RF plus, RN plus, AC plus 4, strength plus 3. That's endgame. Easily. That's awesome. Really, really good. That 4 AC is really amazing right now, too. Sick indeed. He's hasted. Fighting a hasted Catablebus is just no good. Oh, he's hasted and invisible. Oh, right, they have really good melee. I forgot about that. I just drank a heal wounds and he just tagged me again. Time to bail. Oh man, he can catch up with me, actually. Can I, There's my regen. Oh, he's zerked too. Oh my god. Okay, we killed him with the file. Are you not entertained? Are you enjoying the Chaos Staff run? On hit banish on Chaos weapons? I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say yeah, because I haven't seen it this entire game. Then again, as doesn't he says, it could just be less common due to the fact that the way Chaos works is it can duplicate the effect of a different weapon. So what that means is that it can duplicate Disto effect, and if Disto doesn't have banish, then Chaos does it less often. Oh, okay, he's saying that. Oh, whoa, I don't want to tab this stuff, holy shit. You know what, I'm gonna run the risk, I'm gonna go up. Okay, it teleported me, which is a-okay with me. Just realized I'm on layer 6. Wait, do we have a... Yeah, faint crackling archway. Hello, wand. Just kidding, I'm being petrified and there's yaks coming. Can I get out of here? Nope. I knew I would get out before any serious damage happened, though. What's interesting is it locks in the ascent, or descent, I suppose you could say. And so once the petrify's over, you're going inside, you know, if you survived. If you press that button before you get petrified. We should be fine in here, by the way. We have an awful lot of RC. Oh geez, how am I taking so much damage with all this RC? Did I perhaps lie? Oh, the game's freaking out. I think I just duplicated this statue. What the fuck is happening? The icy lair end? Does such a thing exist? Yeah, we duplicated the damn statue. Are you guys having fun yet with this staff? I hate the fact that this entrance has clouds just sort of appearing out of nowhere. There we go. What? You can duplicate monsters with Staff of Chaos, or any Chaos brand, really. And honestly, I think it's felt way more common than it used to be. So either he bumped that, or Well, I guess it got indirectly bumped due to the fact that it can't duplicate disto anymore, I assume. You know, I don't think I want to wear a -6 hat today. Cloak of Cold Resist. It wouldn't be indirectly bumped by that. You know what? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because I'm assuming it rolls to see if it's going to mimic something, and then it rolls again. Is that how it works? I thought maybe it was all just one big, you know, like switch statement or something, you know. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, see, I was wondering if, like, every single thing it could possibly do was in the logic, you know what I mean? But that would be some really disgusting code if that was the case. Icy layer into something you've seen before. It's got ice demons at the end and maybe a blizzard demon. I do not know what you're talking about. I'll take your word for it. Is it in a fork or was this in mainline? Oh wait, are you talking about the one with the hell portal? Because the hell portal can have frozen demons next to it, but yeah, it could, if it's in trunk, it could very well be new. But it's the hell portal one is not like specifically specifically frost. I'm not sure how I feel about elemental themed endings to lair. Bcrawl. Ah, okay. Spirit shield. No thanks. Troll leather armor. Nah. I don't even care what the demon whip is. Actually, maybe I do. Demon whip of draining. I can't train maces and flails, but I'm absolutely allowed to use this thing according to the rules as written. Non-chaos weapon. I think I'm gonna have to do this for optimal. You know, as DCSS, it doesn't have chaos. Although we're trying to optimize Twitch fun rather than the game, right? It's an empty portal at the end. Interesting. What's our effective maces and flails? 9.2. Oh, by the way, what's my chance of getting petrified? 35%. That's terrible. Ah, teleported. More Aqualab plants. This is just the entrance to slime, so I don't need to do that ending. It's a dead end. There's really no gear there or anything. I don't think. Hey, isn't life nice when we're not berserking everything? It's almost like we have a good character here who's been hamstrung by my goofy choices. It should be safe for me to let myself get paralyzed. You gotta look around and see what your AC is versus what enemies are around, you know? Huh, I'm gonna get a little bit of intelligence because I want the spell power on regen. Can we duke it out with this guy? Probably not with friends. Yeah, maybe so. Okay. The balls. Okay, no need to fear the lindworm. We have RF. I'd like to not be tanking so many things. 6 heads, huh? Yeah, this is a little bit much. I'll enslave if need be. They've been cool about... Ah, shit. Hold on, that's my alarm. That means that I have been streaming for roughly an hour and a half, and that was when I wanted to end. I will go ahead and finish this lair. It's a pretty ideal stopping point, really. I chaosed a Hydra earlier. Now I'm scared of hitting one without chaos. Well, alright, I was scared of it because of all the shit that was behind it. Also, that had more heads than the one I was fighting before, I think. The alarm was like for the amount of time that I was taking on the stream. Beep 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 beep. Hey, +5 protection. As long as we're wearing this scale mail, there's really no need to have the Ring of Pro Cold on. I'll take the 5 AC, goddamn. Our defenses are now completely legit. 28 AC, 17 ED, that's enough to do lair branches incredibly comfortably. Hey, there's an artifact quarterstaff. +4. Is this a sign from God that I'm supposed to wear chaos? That's wild. It's got our poise on it, so what did we get? Shoals and spider nest? I can't wait to berserk all the spiders in spider nest. Really exciting. But yeah, doesn't he? I only have 2 blinking and 2 telly, so I wanted to not fight all the rest of that crap, and that little, like that manticore would have stopped me from running without resources is the thing. That's why I was concerned. We have Arlek. I don't care about this eel. Probably wouldn't care at this point in the game anyway. Boy, I hope I find some MR Plus soon. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, what am I doing? I can just duke it out with these guys as long as it's one at a time. Zerga Ghost Moth. Press tab to die. Oh god. Zerg Ghost Moth sounds horrifying. No our poise, but I didn't get confused there. That's right. Tactical swap to the Arpoise staff. Being petrified, no problem, as long as the dragons don't come out. Happen to know that this is the dragon ending. Try to pull as much stuff as possible one at a time, you know? I don't want to fight a Hydra and 2 dragons at the same time. Well, there's another ending with a dragon too, now that I think about it, but that one only has 1 dragon, and he's locked behind a wall. In my ideal world, I would not have fought that fire dragon at the same time as the acid drake, but it worked out. Yeah, this thing, I don't know if it's weighted more or if it's just like, I don't know, noticeable, but I think I agree that I see it really, really often compared to others. I don't think the vaults are weighted in any way, so it's kind of interesting. It's a half end. Oh, okay. So it can combine with other ends. I see what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense. So you could see it in the same, I assume you can see it in the same places, like the wheel and things like that. I'm not gonna bother. I have a lot of resources that I could use to kill this stuff, but there's a lot of it, and we don't have our core, so, and like I said, there's probably no loot behind it, so let's just leave that stuff behind. Really good stopping point. Nice little character we have set up here. Got a little bit of an oh no situation on layer 3 with that Iron Dragon, but, you know, otherwise this has gone pretty smoothly. Shockingly smoothly, despite the fact that I've been using Chaos for fun for most of the game. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Special thanks to, I believe it was Voice of Inky, who requested this run. I will continue it. I don't know if I'm going to continue it next stream. I might play some more FTL. We'll see. I will, of course, finish the run at some point and prioritize that anytime I'm playing DCSS. This is bound to be a somewhat lengthy run anyway, because we have to go to Tomb, so probably at least 2 more sessions of it, depending on how long I stream them each time. Anyway, that is going to be it. Whoops, that's going to be it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.